Hello and welcome to taik18. I am Mohammed Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about where to transform the data. So usually this topic is not new, but it has something new updates that you need to aware of. Please stay tuned till the end to know more in detail about this one. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. So usually most of the companies follow this method that the existing flow is similarly like, let's say for example, you have a SQL server and you transform your views and create views and then use this into your Power BI report as per the business need. As simple as that. So this is not about the high level large enterprise models, I can say. This is a kind of small to medium kind of businesses. They used to follow this approach that they can just do whatever they want to do in the SQL server or the backend itself, and then they use it entirely things on the Power BI to visualize the data. So this is one part. And some of the companies they follow nest method is like they transform the views and database everything on the backend, and then they bring it as a data flow for the master informations like the calendar date informations or the customer master, employee master, or vendor master kind of thing, so that they can use the same information in multiple places. So that's the one of the second approach where most companies follow. Now, the other thing which I want to show you is basically is the new one, which is, for example, for the large enterprises, how they used to work is they have a SQL server as a backend, for example, and they do the data transformation from the base to the data flow in Power BI as a kind of middleware, I can say. And then they load their master informations and also they load their fact table informations and do whatever the transformation they want to do. They want to do it on the data flow level itself, and from that data flow they want to add a data set as a base data set, which can be a high level report for the entire business, and it is developed by the main IT team, which contains also the row level security. And also they share this report to the business users, so that at a departmental level, so that they can also develop the report based on their need. If they want to add this master informations along with, they have some Excel files on the SharePoint or OneDrive somewhere else, they want to use that information, then they can also consume that as a base of composite models in Power BI. So we can make a report also out of it. So similarly, they can make a report for the inventory, they can make a report for the sales and everything. This is a kind of approach. So the main part here is the data flow for master data and data transformations. The data flow is in Power BI service and it is backed by Power Query, right? So that's the important thing. So I have made a separate video on what is the difference between the data flow, data mart, and the data set. And also recently, I also made a video about the Power Query, why you need to learn the Power Query in detail. Because what will happen is recently I am hearing is like most of the companies are actually migrating their databases from SQL Server either to Snowflake or to Oracle, or even as we are developing this world and highly progressing this world of today's journey, like what actually we are doing is we are getting this data from multiple sources rather from an traditional ERP system, right? We are getting data from multiple sources and we are just need to combine it to a single place. So data flow is one of the middleware, like I said, is the best place to do all kind of steps over here. Because just a taken simple example itself, like today we have a SQL server, and tomorrow management decided that they want to get out of the SQL server and they want to bring an Oracle or a Snowflake in that place. So you don't need to change all your reports, all your Power BI reports, unless you follow this approach. Like you do the raw data transformations in the backend and then load it into data flow and do all the other transformations based on your business need in the data flow, and then use this base data set and share this with the business user. So by doing this approach, you don't need to worry about the end source, I mean the begin source, because if it is changed, then we just need to make the changes on our data flow level, not at the end report level itself. Because large enterprise can make like hundreds of thousands of reports by the business users, They don't need to worry about whatever the data has been changed before to that, right? So it's just a matter about changing only in the data flow itself. So this is one of the best approach ways you can follow, irrespective of any sources what you have. Just do all kind of transformations in the data flow. So right now, if you got my point and if you want to learn about the Power Query, I have made a separate playlist on my video channel. You can just go through that Power Query playlist to know whatever the UI features which you can make use of it. And also, I'm going to make a series of videos about this Power Query, in-depth knowledge about M language, what you used to call, about how you can make the best out of it. So it's a powerful thing. People are just focusing only on the DAX. That's also I agree because of dynamic thing we need a DAX for that. But for these kind of transformations and everything, we don't need to rely on our database developers. We can do it by ourselves if we know about the Power Query transformations. So please try to learn this Power Query because that has a great feature. So that was the purpose of this video. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.